Well, hi there. Today we have been putting up our awning, and if you've watched the previous videos you'll know that Storm Doris took it down for us while we were away. Storm Doris didn't really keep it safe for us, but it just dumped it in a heap. But I'm speaking to you from the inside of our awning. There is a bit of damage, a little bit more than I first thought, so I'm going to show you round, and you can see how it's all fixed up. So I'm just going to take you round to show you the broken part of the awning. You'll see that pole just there has a bend in it. Quite a bad bend, but you'll see it's gone up quite nicely and it is holding the roof of the awning up. We had a bit of damage on, I think it was one of these sections here, T-piece. I think it was the other end actually. Let me get to, oh no, it was this centerpiece up here, and you might be able to see just that that's a sort of bit bent and broken and buckled, but not too bad. We've got these pads that we had on last time. We didn't actually have them attached to the awning rail. You see that one's sitting a bit off the awning, the caravan at the moment, so I've got to tension up that bit there, which I'll do when I put the time to put the camera down. But you'll see the inside of the awning is quite nice. All of the pads up there, which I'd had fixed incorrectly, but when I was explaining to somebody, well, Dave, my brother-in-law, how I'd done it before, he advised me that the little clamp bit was to clamp the pad onto the awning as they are now. You'll see them. So let's just take you outside, show you the first new thing that we bought, and you'll notice that we've got this up here that we didn't have before. This is called a storm strap, and it goes down to the ground just here and has a spring attached into a large metal spike that goes into the ground just about there, and we've got one of those this side. Let's just take you around and give you a bit of a view of how the awnings, whoops, got the cables all caught on a tree there, that tree. So the awning's looking pretty good, and we've got the storm strap on the other end and a storm strap on this side here. That's down into the ground there, and we've got a lot more ladder straps in. I'm going to come back around on these because I see one of them's come loose already, but what I'm going to do is onto these pieces here I'm going to fit some extra guy rope and peg those out, and there's sort of two for each window, so we're not doing too bad. Let's give you a bit of a wider view of the awning and the caravan. So you see it's looking all pretty good now. So we've doubled the size of our caravan, and you'll see we've had a really busy weekend. We were working yesterday, and we have 2 people coming in, and that didn't sound really busy, but we had 30 people leaving the site, and you'll see the site's looking pretty empty now, only a few people left on. with 30 people going, the bins get full like twice. The toilets get really mucky because people like to get themselves ready for their travel, and there's just a lot more work to do when people are leaving, and especially when we have 30 departures. Anyway, a bit more damage that I didn't know about. Along the edge of the awning, let me just show you. Along the edge of the awning here, there's these pins that come through, and you'll see that there's a sort of metal thing clamped into the canvas material, but the central point, which I can't reach up to, that's sort of ripping around the edge. I can't see it from the inside, and this one over here has actually come off, and you'll see it's just actually ripped right off. So I'm just going to leave that there. I don't think it will cause too much of a problem. All this is a bit loose, it could be tighter, and I think that could stretch out a bit. So this section here, I think just needs tensioning up. So let's just pop back inside and tell you how we do that. That's all part of that. These are the tensioning pieces here, so we undo those, and this pole will slide that way and push more against that end. You'll see it's pretty tight already. I'm not entirely sure everything's straight and true since the storm, but there we are. We've got plans to put some flooring down, and I've started with that just to see what it's like, and you'll see there's some mats down here. There's some more pegging down got to be done on the inside, but I want to get some board in as well. So we've got these mats here, plus we bought a Treadlight superior breathable camping carpet for tents and awnings. It's got pin down points on each corner, so that'll be quite good. It is actually 6 meters by 2.5 meters, and this awning, I walked to one end, I got the camera up against that end. You'll see it's actually quite big. Down to the other end from here, the floor area is 6 meters, and from the Caravan itself out, so the camera's up against the Caravan now, and out to there, that's 2.4 meters. So it's actually quite a big space. It really is. It's actually bigger than the inside of our Caravan. So we've more than doubled our living space by having this awning. So as long as we don't get any more Dorises come along, then we'll be fine and dandy. Especially when I've strengthened all those joints up and put some more ties. I've got some ratchet straps coming. They're not arrived yet, so I'll make another video of that. And those are going to go round these poles here and pull that down, and maybe peg down to the floor, just to hold the whole thing down. I might go on the ends on the outside with those straps, so sort of like another storm strap, but it'll be a little ratchet strap. And I bought those on Amazon for, I think it was less than £6 for a pack of 4. So we'll see what they're like. Don't know what the quality is going to be like, but there you are. I've got loads more pegs to go round if I need them. These pegs, which are the hard standing pegs, I'm not really impressed with them actually. They're supposed to be hard standing pegs. And let me just get that other peg. This plastic peg made by Doris, it came with the awning, seemed to work better on this hard standing than those metal sort of screw thread. They're not the screw in type. They're hammer in, but they have that sort of screw thread on the end, which you'll see there. But the plastic ones just work better for some reason. But I'm going to go round again and attach another peg to each of the ladder straps somehow. I might do that with a bit of guy rope that I've already got. But I'm making strenuous efforts to make sure that this awning never lifts off the ground again, and let's hope that those efforts pay some dividends. Anyway, that's where we are with it so far. We've currently got the heating full blast in the Caravan. We've got the awning heater vent open. That's actually blowing hot air right now out into the awning. It's raining. It's a rainy day. We've got a bit of damp on the inside of the awning. It is a rainy day, but do you know what? I'm really happy with where we are with everything. So everything's a bit mucky from being tossed around in the mud. I mean, all this sort of stuff here, I don't know if you can see. Let me just point you up to the ceiling of the awning, and you might be able to see, yeah, all of that mud on the outside. You know, it didn't do a great thing for us, but there you are. It is what it is. At least we have the awning back up and it wasn't completely trashed, so really happy about that. Anyway, I'll be making more video for you to see about our awning, what the floor we're doing, and how we're going to get on putting all of our kitchen implements in here. We're going to keep our fingers crossed that it all stays dry. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hi guys, and thanks for watching our YouTube channel. If you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up below, and don't forget to subscribe. Check out all our other videos to keep following us on the road.
Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.